Hello friends, here we are at last, the final video in my archetype series. Today we are going to talk about the hero and the ruler. Welcome to the final video in my 6-part archetype series. It feels really good to wrap this up, especially considering there's a point there where I thought I never would. And I hope that these little creative tidbits have been enjoyable and helpful for you. As I've said repeatedly, I am potentially interested in diving even deeper into archetypes, but for now, I think we have a nice overview to get your interest piqued. Have you looked into archetypes more since watching this series, or did you already know all about them? Let me know. We are going to jump in a second, but I just want to say first, this series may be done, but we are just warming up on the channel. It's officially NaNoWriMo season, so if you are new to my little corner of the internet, stick around, especially if you are a writer yourself. There's going to be a lot happening here in October and November, but more on that at the end of the video. For now, let's talk about the hero and the ruler. We are always hearing about the hero of a story. After all, it is their journey that the entire story is about, is it not? Okay, well, not in every case, but in a lot of cases. If you haven't heard of the hero's journey before, it is a storytelling framework developed by Joseph Campbell, a renowned mythologist and writer. It describes a common pattern found in many myths, legends, and narratives throughout history and across cultures. It can even be applied to personal life journeys in some more abstract ways. The hero's journey is often used as a template for structuring the character arc and plot of a story. It consists of several stages and elements which can vary in detail, but essentially you have the three main stages of departure, initiation, and return. Within those, you have highlighted events such as the Call to Adventure, the Road of Trials, and Master of Two Worlds. Films and books that utilize this structure include Star Wars, The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter, among many others. And given the success of those titles I listed, you can see that it is a popular and effective outlining method. But back to the hero themselves. In this series, I have been clear to reference Carl Jung. However, Jung didn't specifically name all of the archetypes that I'm discussing. While Jung explored the collective unconscious and the idea of universal symbols and themes in human psychology, his archetypal concepts are more broad and they encompass a wide range of symbols and themes that are part of the human psyche. It was Joseph Campbell who defined the hero in his book The Hero with a Thousand Faces, published in 1949. This archetype leaves their ordinary world to pursue a mission, discovering new friends and new enemies along the way. They face trials, learn lessons, and then generally return home changed. Their arc is very much a transformational one, which is why they are most often chosen to be protagonists. I mean, they can't really be anything else, but you can go with protagonists other than the hero. That being said, with the hero, evolution and adversity are kind of sewn into their very being. While archetypes like the explorer and outlaw don't necessarily learn lessons, heroes kind of have to, making them the primary MC choice, especially in fantasy epics. A hero will possess some level of physical or magical strength. Mental can be in there as well, but it's not likely to be a primary focus. When it comes to resilience, though, that can absolutely be mental and emotional as well as physical. They're persistent, courageous, and have a strong value system. They are very committed to that sense of right and wrong as well as to their mission. Now, of course, heroes do have negative traits as well, and these traits are often what lead them to their dark night of the soul stage in the hero's journey, and also in Save the Cat. It's included in there too. Heroes can be idealistic to a fault, as well as obsessive. They can be single-minded, impulsive, and reckless. When your primary focus is the mission, it can be difficult to see around those self-imposed blinders. Two major flaws that you're going to see over and over again with a hero are arrogance and foolhardiness. Within the hero archetype, there are different types of heroes. A hero can be triumphant, completing their mission, defeating the villain, and coming out on top. Or your hero may be a tragic hero who learns through great sacrifice, perhaps even sacrificing themselves at the end of the story. The lucky heroes evolve to be rulers. Which brings us to our final archetype, the final boss. The ruler stands at the pinnacle of authority, bearing the immense responsibility for shaping the world that they inhabit. Numerous heroes may find themselves on the path towards becoming rulers, a testament to the ruler's influential nature. The ruler embodies several positive traits. They are driven by the noble pursuit of creating prosperity and wealth for their domain, a task that demands the acquisition of absolute power. Unlike the hero archetype, the ruler's focus isn't singular. They must consider the well-being of the entire community which they govern. However, their decisions often divide opinions, and they may not be universally adored. It's one thing to be that hero and slay the dragon, but once you get your reward and you have people looking up to you, your responsibilities grow considerably. Sometimes even a benevolent ruler can appear as a villain if they cannot fulfill all the wishes of their followers. And the thing with a ruler is that they do act decisively, whether they are seeking counsel or not. For all their strength, the ruler harbors a genuine fear, the prospect of being overthrown. While they believe they act in the world's best interest, public sentiment can differ. As dictated by the story's narrative, the ruler must inevitably fall from grace, allowing the hero's cycle to reset. The ruler archetype can also take a dark turn, becoming one of the most dangerous archetypes to descend into shadow. Aragorn may transform into Sauron, Peter Pan may evolve into Captain Hook, and Katniss Everdeen may become President Snow. Heroes and rulers often have a shadow side to them that express their darker elements, which is why you see that trope so often about the villains saying that, we're not so unalike, you and I, to the hero, which results in that moment with the hero of how dare they? But the villain is generally right. They just are expressing their wills in very different ways. When the ruler falls, they do so with great power on their side, which makes them formidable adversaries that can only be vanquished at great cost to their opposing forces. And on that positive note, we bring the Archetype series to a close. What did you think? Did you get anything new out of these discussions, or have they simply been a fun discussion that you already knew everything about? No matter which way you answer, I appreciate you watching. Before I say goodbye, I want to let you know about my NaNoWriMo schedule. I will be releasing helpful Preptober videos through October and running weekly sprints on my Discord server. Videos will come out every Friday as they have been, and sprints will be from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. Through November, I will be releasing weekly progress videos as I do ReBelRIMO. That is right, for the first time since I started participating in National Novel Writing Month, I will not be writing a new story from beginning to end. I have really got to finish up editing Centera. So, finishing what I started before doing something new and all that. I will also be running sprints twice a week through November. The Tuesday Discord sprints will continue, and I will also be throwing in weekly live sprints right here on YouTube. So be sure to join my Discord server if you haven't already. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click that notification bell so that you actually get notified when I have a new video out or go live. And last but not least, I hope that you are having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.